I believe that the premise that says single mothers cannot raise men is correct.
Your mom practically raised you.
My mom is not a single mother.
She practically raised you by herself. Are you not a real man? Ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another wonderful, beautiful, exciting episode of your favorite middle ground with Frank and
Ife.
I'm Frank and she's
Ife.
Why are you calling like that?
You started it.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. Go. We just started now. Please. Respect yourself.
They say that we don't ask men how they are.
So ask me without touching my head. So respect thyself, please.
Yeah, I'll not touch it.
Okay. How's your day been? Actually, this woman just came back from a trip. She's always traveling, so welcome back again.
Thank you.
Yeah. And for those of you who follow me on Instagram, you saw that she said she bought me a gift, but it ended up being chin chin. It's okay. We'll move.
I do what I can for the culture.
All right, let's dive straight into it. Before we do that, as is our tradition, we have a special drink today, right? And today is not a cocktail. Today is not a cocktail. We're having a mocktail. Because I don't know why this one is laughing, right? We're having a mocktail, and it's called Unleash the Dragon. Because I know you don't really wanna, but we're going to unleash the dragon.
I know you don't really wanna.
Babe, like, this woman be extending jokes. Like, no, you're extending jokes.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, we have Gatorade in here, we have Sprite, and we have dragon fruit, and we have lemon. But cheers. Wonderful. You guys should check out
our Instagram page for how this drink. You guys check out our Instagram. Is the drink that took me in my
You're a liar. You failed English.
The drink that took me in my throat. Check out our Instagram page for how this drink was made by this man here.
Thank you very much. All right, please, before we proceed, we are pleading. Take the next 1 second to subscribe to our channel. We know that you love us and you love to watch our episodes and our videos. Subscribing actually helps us. It takes us further than you can even think.
Yeah.
So please, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that, and we thank you for it. Can we proceed?
Yes, we can.
Let's dive right in. Today, let me read it. There's a tweet that I need to read out. It says, "Single mothers raise weak men and promiscuous women. Despite all the appreciation rhetoric, we have the stats to prove it. When civilization decided women always get the children, the quality of parenting fell, and when the quality of parenting fell, the quality of people fell." What sayest thou?
Goodness. What I want to know, first of all, what is your position?
That's what I asked you first.
No.
Ladies first. No, ladies go first.
Obviously,
What's
I
your
disagree.
position? You disagree?
Obviously, I'm not happy that this kind of narrative is even allowed to be pushed and discussed in the first place.
Why?
Because I will go more into my reasons, but I just know that blaming one person for the absence of another, that's not okay.
Okay, well.
What's your position?
My position is, I believe that the premise that says single mothers cannot raise men is correct. This single mothers cannot raise men. I agree with that premise. And I have a lot of things to say about that. What is it now? Okay, single mothers can raise men. What is this face?
The face is because, babe, your mom practically raised you.
My mom is not a single mother.
She practically raised you by herself. Are you not a real man?
This woman brought ballistics.
I'm just asking.
Into pen, we say pen fight.
I'm just asking, baby.
Okay, so babe, I feel like that statement in itself, can single mothers raise a real man, right? Is missing a lot of nuances, right? There are certain gray areas in that conversation, but I think the general idea of it, I agree that it is difficult, almost impossible for a single mother to actually raise a man to become a man. You can raise a male, but he may not become a man. And the chances of becoming a man are actually smaller, depending on the circumstances, right? So,
tell me, babe.
yes.
What
is a real man?
is a real man?
I leave that for my opponents to answer.
Who's your opponent? What is a real man?
Okay, so this is how I would define a real man. A real man is a responsible protector that provides leadership. Yes.
Responsible
protector that provides leadership.
Okay.
Right.
So a single mother cannot raise a man that is responsible, that is a protector, that also provides leadership.
I think it's difficult. So let me tell you why I agree with that premise.
That a single mother cannot raise this kind of man.
First of all, let's start here. I think that we both are in agreement if I say that a two-parent household is way better than a one-parent household, whether male or female. Agreed?
I absolutely agree that a two-parent household is better.
Children children who come out of two-parent household do way better than children that come out of a one-parent household.
Let me put a caveat to that. When I say a two-parent household is better, a chaotic two-parent household is not better. No, let's because we make it look like no matter what the situation is in your home, just because you have your two parents present means that you have a balanced life, or that you were. No, babe, I'm talking about a chaotic household.
You are going into nuances.
I will go into nuances.
Hold on. That's why I said, let's agree. The stats show that children who grow up in a two-parent household, we don't care what the situation is. This is the stats. The children who come out of a two-parent household do way better than children who come out of a single-parent household. That's the stats. Because
the stats do not put caveats, do not put fine lines, doesn't mean that we cannot discuss what real life is. To know that a two-parent household does not always mean a happy family, babe.
No, I get that.
Okay, are you saying that children who come from a home where there's chaos, their parents abuse each other and all of that still turn out better?
Now we're going into the exceptions of why, for example, the stats is not 100% and 100% to zero.
So are we both in agreement that the stat of single mothers do not raise real men is also faulty?
I didn't even put
it's also flawed.
No, I didn't put the stats, right? This is based on, let me tell you my story, right? I'm about to go deep. Go deeper, daddy. You spoke about before I even go there, right? The stats shows that, which is why I said that I feel like I will believe we both should be in agreement that a two-parent household is better than a one-parent household.
Okay, I agree with you. I just want to be clear that where my opposition of this belief will come from is from the nuances. I'm not going to come from, because they say two parents household is this.
I feel like, let me tell you what I think your struggle is. Your struggle is
I have no struggles.
Amen. I think what the issue here is that you think that this stats is either in my favor. It's not in anybody's favor. The stats is just the stats.
It's not about favor, babe. I'm just saying that when we're having these conversations, I will bring out the nuances because that is very important. We cannot ignore it.
Okay, that's
Please
fine.
go on. Tell us your story.
Okay, moving on. Right. You mentioned my mom, right, and asking if I was a real man. Yes.
I didn't ask if you're a real man.
You asked me that question. Am I a real man? I don't know whether you mind a real woman. or if they should call me Mr. or Mrs. I see.
I said that you're a real man and you were practically raised by your mom only. So where do you get to agree to this point.
But that's not true, right? I was not raised by my mom only. So this is where there are parts. This is why I said that there are parts of that conversation that are not really had. When you run off with that statement that real men cannot be raised by a single mother, you miss the parts of how possible can this be? Like what is the possibility of a single mother raising a man? And this is where I go into my reality. Right?
What's your story?
My story is I grew up with my mom and my two sisters. What I can remember growing up, and this is no fault of, I don't want to say no fault. This is no fault of theirs, right? I grew up having my nails being painted, right?
Being painted.
Painted. Oh, it's America. It's America. America is happening to me. Being painted. I grew up having my nails being painted, right? I grew up with being dressed up like a girl, right? Because when...
Really?
Yes, when you pass down clothes, right, from your elder ones, I was the youngest, right? So I remember wearing my sister's... I can remember, like I say, maybe like a 3-year-old or thereabouts, right? I was wearing my sister's dress, right? Not every time, but once, and those were the people I grew up with, right? And that was really all I knew growing up to a certain age. Women. That was all. I didn't understand. I mean, my dad, I had a dad, but my dad was not living with us, right? He was always being transferred because he was in the military, right? But that was all my mom knew. And it would have... I really can't explain what that would have led to as to my development, because it was not until I got into the university that I met my friend.
Men.
I met real men. I met Oge, for example, right? Oge practically taught me at that time how to be a man, right?
Oh, what did he teach you that you didn't learn from home?
Yes. So what I learned from home, just seeing my sisters and my mom, were the nice things. They are cooking. They are taking care of the house. They are just...
You didn't learn cooking.
I didn't learn that one.
You didn't learn cooking.
I saw it.
You didn't learn cooking.
But it was basically those things that women do. That's all. Like, we never had any conversation. Nobody spoke to me about anything. I never really saw what it meant for a man to live and grow up. So I was always looking forward to going on holiday where I get to see my dad, right? But growing up now as an adult, do I understand that I was looking for male validation and male presence? Yes. I was looking for
male influence.
Yes. Children love validation. When a child draws something, they come to you for validation. But men, like little boys, we crave male validation. When your father says, "That's my boy," right? It is different from when your mother says, "Good job, son." I can't explain it, right? So I didn't have all of that, right? Because the only few times I had during the holidays growing up with my dad, right, going to see my dad, was just spent, holiday. I just watching TV and just, chilling, right?
Yeah.
But until I got into uni, I met Oge, right? And Oge was saying certain things that I couldn't quickly comprehend because...
Like what?
I can't say everything here.
Oh.
Okay, let me give you an example. Oge taught me that there is such a thing as father figure, right? As man in leadership.
And please hold the thought, don't forget.
The thought is here.
Remember that when you went to your dad's house,
yes,
all the time, you still did not have that male influence that you craved.
No.
Even though you had a father.
No, we didn't have that. Yes. Okay, you are buttressing the point of the super household. No. See, again, which is why you said I was raised by my mom, right? It comes back. That, which is why I say that prompt. That prompt can be misleading when you say single mothers. It's not only single mothers. A woman is most likely unequipped to raise a man. Now, what that woman would need, if that man doesn't get to figure it out on his own, because he needs to figure it out how to be a man. If he doesn't figure it out on his own, that woman will need support of brothers, of pastors, of coaches, all of those things to help this guy grow up to become a man. Because being a man and being a woman are two totally different things.
I don't want us to deviate. What did Oge teach you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You want to hear, anything. It's not that you want points, you just want gist.
I want points. Ladies and gentlemen, can I just tell you, I have no makeup on, okay?
Wow.
Okay.
Look at that. S to the K to the I to the N. Skin. Guys, if you have ever wondered what this woman uses, I have the secrets. It is Dang Lifestyle skincare products.
Yes.
I know she'll be claiming, it's good jeans. It's not good jeans. It is quality skincare products. So if you are searching, I need something for my face, I need something for my skin, I need to look the part and glow, then we have just the right thing for you.
Absolutely.
Go to danglifestyle.co right now.
Yes.
And if you have any questions, maybe you want to speak to an esthetician, we have those for you. So go right now to danglifestyle.co and check out our products. And we are looking forward to hear from you.
Namaste.
Okay, so Oge taught me just by being around me and directing me to books, right? He taught me that being a man is not just because you are male, right? Being a man, you have to develop yourself. You have to develop your emotions. You have to know how to speak to women. You have to know how to have pride in yourself as well as a man, right? Oge was the first person who I met who would look in the mirror and say, "You are every woman's dream," right? He's talking to himself. "You are every woman's dream. You are the best dad in the world. You are the best husband." I didn't think of those concepts as what a man should be like, right? Because I thought, no man, I be guy, she be girl, we like each other. No, it says, what you want. Oge started to teach me the concepts of dating, right? Oge will ask me simple questions like, what do you mean you're not going to ask her out, right? No, you are going to ask her out. You are going to do XYZ things. These things are important, right? He began to lead me in that direction. I don't think if Oge didn't come into my life, I don't think I would have ended up grasping those points at that time.
So should I thank Oge for you?
Yes, Oge, you should zell Oge right now. You should zell Oge right now. But I think that every man who has grown up to a point where they say, I'm a real man, can look back in their life and say, these are the men, or this is the man. They would definitely most likely point to a man, a mentor, somebody that put them in that line of being a man. And I'll end my points by going back to the scriptures, right? The Bible says that an heir, as long as he's a child, differs nothing from a slave or a servant. He said, but he is put in the midst of governors and tutors. You remember 300 and some of all these movies we see?
Yes.
When the heir is growing up, they would give him to the trainers.
Yeah.
The trainers will toughen him, take him to the evil forest and toughen him. That does not happen to the women, right? Because that man, it's almost like you say, you want to awaken the lion in him. And he needs a man to do that for him. I rest my case.
I must confess that you've made some points that got me thinking. You're happy with yourself.
But that's the point of this conversation.
Yes, you have made some points that got me thinking. Still, back to my nuances.
The stubborn head.
No, I'm not being stubborn. Okay. Back to my nuances to say that when people say these things, they forget that these single mothers that we speak of did not plan to be single.
Agreed. It's not
I detest the venom spewed towards them as though by myself I said, I'm going to be single. I don't need a man in my life. Yes, a lot of people don't need men in their lives, and that's the truth. But they have men. They have brothers, cousins, friends who their child will see and will emulate and will be influences in their lives. Do you think that single mothers don't know that they should send their boys? Hold on, babe. Do you think the single mothers don't know that by themselves are
choose your next words very carefully.
Look at their sons and not say, I want you to be like Uncle James. I want Uncle James to mentor you. I want you to be influenced by Uncle James. No woman that I know does not have a proper male in their life, male that they want their child to be like.
Yes.
Do you think that a single mother will not look at her son and wants that boy to have that kind of influence? Do you think that she just wants to wrap him in clothes?
Yes. Yes.
She wants to.
She just wants to wrap.
It's not true.
See, babe.
It's not true.
Babe.
And that's why And that's why I've said this many times, that if you have not walked in people's shoes, don't make this assumption.
No, I know. But again, like you said, I am a perfect example, right?
You are a perfect example. Tell me, what unique attributes did your mom pass down to you as a mother who raised you mostly by herself? What are you telling me? You cannot say, this is what I learned from my mom. I'm grateful for. Now tell me those things. No. I just want you to tell me.
I'm not going to tell you now. We're going to see.
Babe. Just speak for me. Aside from the things that Oge taught you to be.
Even till this day, babe. Even till this day, when my mom calls me, she still teaches me, right? She would say.
Exactly.
She would say, make sure you do X, Y, Z for your wife.
Yes.
Make sure you are. And those things are important.
I'm aware.
No, so you see, but I'm not. The fact that we are saying she can't raise or she's unequipped to raise a man does not mean that there is nothing that a woman will give to a man that's useful. No, that's
exactly.
No, that's what I'm saying. See, when these conversations are had, we are having it in the holistic nature of it, right? So when you say that, do you think that these single mothers are not thinking that I want you to be like Uncle Jimmy?
Yeah.
So go and learn from Uncle Jimmy. Most times they are
be
not.
Be close to Uncle Jimmy.
No, most times, babe.
That is an assumption, babe.
But I'm telling you from my own
experience. But
experience.
it's not true. Your experience is not the only experience in the world. That's what I'm trying to say. If you're telling me from your
I have a question for you. Most times when we see even videos online, right? The child, there's a child that's going to either play football or learn swimming, right? The father is there. They are tossing that child into the water. The father is there. He's sitting down. The mother she's shaking. If you leave that woman, right, she will stop that act from happening because she wants to protect that child. I've seen videos online of a male coach. I've forgotten his name. He has beards. Very wonderful coach, right? He coaches young boys. And sometimes the way the thing that he says to them is perceived from women, it feels like, no, you're too harsh on these boys. Stop being harsh. They are just children. Let them be children. No, they are teaching these boys to be men. But guess what? Those women, babe, and this is where I think that women will not understand, which is why I say, you know what?
Babe, men underestimate how strong women are.
It's not about strength.
It's so disturbing. It is strength of mind. It's not physical strength. Strength of mind. To look at a child. I'm giving you an example because my sister watched her son when he was being taught how to swim in New York, right? It wasn't the easiest thing to see.
You're looking at outliers, babe. See, when we focus...
This outlier, is she not... She wasn't a single mother.
No.
I'm just trying to tell you that at the time that...
Strength versus... See, babe.
Strength of mind.
I know. See, you are going into... Which is why I was talking about at the beginning that when we look at it holistically, it's like saying... Which is why I used the example of strength, right? Physical strength. A man has more physical strength than a woman. Once we agree that fact, and then I bring up, but my mom was physically stronger than my dad. Like, but that's an outlier. Okay, what about my auntie? That's another outlier, right?
I've not finished, sir.
Yes.
I've not finished.
I apologize. Go on.
Okay. Men underestimate the strength of mind of women, and that is an insult. Because you assume that, a woman sees that, my child needs to learn swimming. So they throw him in one time. I feel so bad, I go home. She knows that this is a survival thing the child has to do. She may at one point feel some type of way. If she cannot stand it, she will find somebody who can stand it and put the person in charge of that. But assuming that she doesn't have alternatives, knowing that this boy needs to learn swimming, she'll find somebody else to do it. And put the person there, even though I can't see it. Let me call a wicked auntie like me. Because I will sit down there and watch that boy be thrown into the water and say, good job, you can do it. Right? But it is not a thing that you say, women will be shaking.
I just gave an example.
I know, and I'm giving you not only that one. Now, secondly, we talk about, another outlier is that you were raised and then because clothes were passed down, of course, because there was not a lot of money to buy you clothes. That is how other single mothers...
No, babe.
But you said so now.
No. I see, babe. See, I explained my
situation.
And that situation, we can't use that as the example. No, it is a mindset, babe. Hold on. It is the mindset of the difference between a man and a woman that I was showing to you. If my dad was the one in that situation, he will not pass down. He would rather I wear rubber bag, right, than me wearing female clothes.
What did wearing female clothes do to you? to your psyche in real life. I'm serious. Because you can't...
You people are seeing the problem, right?
No, because you cannot really remember that you wore female clothes. I mean, what? I'm sorry. You cannot really remember what it, like, you wore female clothes. What did he do?
See, but you see the problem. The problem here is that, babe, I think this conversation is showing to both of us how really different a man and a woman are.
Okay.
Right. You are saying, okay, so what did I really do? But that is a problem. A boy is a boy and a girl is a girl.
Okay.
Right. And
I agree.
Let me use real examples now. Right. Not really examples. Let me ask questions. When we say girls have, what's that thing? Daddy issues. What do we mean by that?
It means that she wishes she had it. So any male figure she sees in her life, she tries to keep him just because she was never influenced by her father.
Yeah, father was never really there.
Yes.
However,
father did show her love.
Have you ever heard this boy has mommy issues, that mommy wasn't present?
No.
Why?
No, I've never heard. No, I've never heard.
Why? Why do you think so? Like, let's just think about it. Why do you think that? That nobody has really looked at a guy and said, the reason you're like this is that you didn't have a mother at home.
You know why that's not said?
Why?
Because anything wrong goes to the mother.
No, but
yes,
there was something wrong with the girl, and we said she has daddy issues. He went to the father.
I mean generally. Anything wrong, or the man will say, go and see your child. Your child did this, your child did that. So when a man is misbehaving, but you know when a man is misbehaving, they say his mother did not train him well. They don't say his father didn't train him well. I'm just thinking about it. No, do you know? They say, even today people will say, mothers, train your sons well. No, but do you know they say that?
I mean, I've heard that sometimes.
Many times, baby.
Okay. No,
so,
me,
yeah. So now I have to think very carefully because many times they tell men his mother didn't raise him well.
You know why?
Why?
In those situations, because he's talking to another woman anyhow. They don't talk about it from the general aspect of the boy is not behaving like a proper man per se. They talk about it when you see, babe. Most times when that comes up is if I insult. I mean, as a Nigerian, if I speak evil or I speak bad of somebody older than me, she says you won't talk to your mother like this because your mother didn't train you. What she's trying to say is that your mother is the person I blame because if she taught you how to respect elders, yes,
or respect men or respect women.
No. It's mostly
because
women.
If we are talking about that's what I'm trying to tell you. That it's mostly women that tell other men that your mother didn't raise you well.
Yes.
So I don't believe that, honestly. But now I'm just trying to tell you that you see that it shows that the mother has an impact in how the man behaves.
Babe, okay, let me ask you another question.
Yes or no? Based on this thing that we just said now.
I feel like we already established the fact that a woman raising a man, right? A woman like my mom raising me. I cannot say, well, I don't know why my mom. No.
Okay,
like,
so if his behavioral pattern is dependent on how his mother raised him, how is a single mother completely unable to raise a real man if his behavioral pattern depends, his morals depend?
They don't depend. That's why I said no. See, maybe you guys can actually chime in here, right? His behavioral pattern does not depend on the mother raising him. No. Which is why I say it's actually women that say that to men, right? When these men, a man say your mother didn't raise you well.
Yes.
I've never heard it. Right?
Men say that.
It's okay. I've never heard it, right?
Guys, in the comments.
Let's agree to disagree on that one, right? However, what I'm saying is that, okay, let me give you another scenario. For survival, this is survival, right? I'm picking my words very carefully.
Yeah.
For the survival of a child, you've not drank your mocktail since we've sat here. You have not drank from your mocktail. See, my mocktail is almost finished. But anyways, that's the problem. For the survival of a species or of a person, right? If a woman learns how to behave, like if a woman behaved like a man, like learns manly things, I don't know how else to describe it, right? But if a man became more masculine, does that guarantee her survival?
Where?
In life. Like, let's assume we're in the wild. Because I don't know why you're asking me where. Let's assume we're in the wild. Bush.
No, listen. In the business world, right, if a woman doesn't act more like a man, it will be hard for her to get to the top.
Now we're going somewhere. Okay, so I'm
just wondering how that applies here.
No, you see, I've never, baby, you're not letting me land. You're not letting me land. Say I apologize. That's okay. The woman, to survive, if she learns how to be a man, like if she learns manly traits or picks up manly attributes per se, she can survive. I don't know any female attributes that a man needs to pick up to survive. Tell me.
Oh, really?
Yes. Tell me one thing.
That's why I keep saying to survive.
No. So, like you said, okay. Let's use the example.
You're talking about in a no.
Let's use the example you gave, like the business place.
Yes.
Tell me one female attribute that I need to learn to survive in the business place.
Emotional intelligence, empathy. You can't keep your staff if you don't have empathy. You cannot. Like you will lose staff if you come with man's sense. Oh, you will lose staff.
Okay. Again, we agree to disagree.
So you are saying you don't need empathy to keep your staff?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that these qualities that
you're saying that you don't need.
No, wait. No, hold on. If we go back again, we are going back to stats. If we go back to stats and we look at companies, Fortune 500 companies that have survived decades, right?
Okay.
Run by men.
Okay.
Wait.
I'm about to destroy your point.
Destroy it.
How many companies have male HR? Do you want to Google it? Most HR, head of HR, whatever HR are women. Do you know why?
I have a question. See,
do you know why?
You're going into the structure of the organization. No.
You run a business. You know yourself that men cannot take care of the staff. Women are much more equipped to listen, to understand, to empathize with this staff. Because if it was a man, they may not. That's what I'm saying. Let us check the stats. How many people in HR are men?
See, that's why. See, you have actually
because
come home to my point. No, you've come home to my point.
Okay.
I said, what skills does a woman need to like? If a woman learns how to be a man, you say yes, she will succeed better
in business.
Okay. If a man learns to be a woman, he becomes a HR.
No, that's not what I said.
See what I'm saying? No,
that's not what I said. You have mixed.
See what I'm saying? You went to the organizational structure that shows.
Your point.
Hold on now, babe. See.
Your point is a lie.
Catch up.
You don't catch me. What are you saying?
Wait, now, can I say what I'm saying?
Okay.
You've gone into the organizational structure that shows that the man, for example, in this case, let's assume the MD of this company or the CEO of this company is a man.
Yes.
He's not going to learn to be a woman to strive in this role. No, it does nothing for him.
But that's not your question. Your question was, what female attribute does a man need to succeed in business?
That's what I said now.
Yes, and I'm trying to tell you that the male cannot, succeed in a business if he's not empathetic. If a man knows by himself that I cannot deal with this issue, let me get somebody.
That's why he gets. See, that's what I'm saying. So he gets.
He knows in his head.
That's what I'm saying. We're saying the same thing.
You hire empath is an attribute that you have hired.
That's why we'll come back. I hear
you. You hired that attribute.
I hear you. And this
knowing that you need it.
I hear you. And this brings me back to two-parent household, right? Man and wife present, right?
Okay.
Helps the, let's use staff now, helps the staff. You understand the...
That's not the only thing women do in work.
No, I know. No. I'm using this example. Okay. No, Okay. You are a CEO now. So I'm using this to buttress the first point that both of them, so the man is... The woman...
What is this?
No, that was not... The man is strong. The man, that's not what... I don't know what you're doing. No, the man is strong. Well, the woman is empathetic, right? Yeah. She feels, she cares, right? So there's that balance that comes in, which is why children from two-parent household do better statistically.
Two-parent household that is not chaotic. I will never take that statistic without adding that line.
The reason why I went all of this line is to show that when we say that girl is a daddy's girl, it's usually positive. Why? Because when girls are attracted, are drawn to their fathers, it does well for the girl. When you say that's a mommy's boy, when boys are drawn to their mothers, it is not usually positive. Why is that?
Oh, really? Yes, it's true.
You want to argue that one too?
I wanted to argue because automatically I'm arguing with you today. But you're right. In the sense that? Yeah, why is that? Is because the boy would defer to, has a love that is unconditional. Let me finish.
Yeah, finish. Sorry. I apologize because I just thought of something. Now let me just add to the point, but go on.
The boy unconditionally loves his mom to the point where any other woman in his life may not have the chance to fully love him or for him to fully love her.
Why?
Without the influence of his mom. There are mommy's boys from two-parent household, babe. There are. Yes, many. Course. So it's not because he was raised by a single mom that he became a mommy's boy.
When we say single mom, that which is why I say that word, that phrase in itself can be very misleading, right? Single mothers cannot, right? Okay. It's actually women raising men. That is what it is. So you can actually be a single mom in a two-parent household. It's possible. Okay.
In this case, what you have said now is what I'm trying to tell you. That a mommy's boy does not mean the lack of a father figure. It means that this boy loves his mother so much, was closer to his mom while growing up, regardless of there being a father or not in his life, and that when he's grown this old, instead of detaching, he's attached to the apron of his mom's tail. What mommy said, what mommy will be angry, what mommy disregarding the woman that he has chosen to spend the rest of his life with. That's what we call a mommy's boy. We don't call a mommy's boy a boy that was raised by a single mom.
No, that's, you see. Let me put this in perspective for you, right? Mm-hmm. What you just said is like you've come to the end. Sorry. What you just said is like you've come to the end and left the meat, right?
What's the meat?
The meat is, how does he arrive at the point where he doesn't want to detach from his mom? How does he get there?
How? Tell me how.
That's what we've been talking about now.
Because
there's an attachment that has been formed with the mother, which is why
even when there was a father in the house.
I understand that.
Even when it came from a happy home.
I understand that.
Okay.
You see, which is why it comes back to the fact that men should actually be raising men. See, in the household, right? You
are saying that his father could have raised him.
His father could have done
and
it
he
better.
Would never.
See, both of them. No.
And he would never have been a mommy's boy.
No. The Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go. And when he's old, he will not or he should not.
He will not depart from it.
Okay. But there are actually children that you will train. Two children from the same parents.
Oh,
right?
You can be absolutely different.
Course, yes. But you must do your... See, hold on. What we're addressing here is not to pick all the different examples and try to say each of those examples points back to the mother. No, I'm saying... But we can start to draw our conclusion from a particular premise. And my premise says that when we have two parents in the household, where father and mother are present, but the boy or the girl, the boy in this instance, is clinging to his mother, the two parents could have done a better job, right? Either at the mother from detaching or at the father from teaching.
So we are both agreeing that a two-parent household that's even happy can still raise a mommy's boy.
But we have said that.
Okay, now let me now say this clearly. There are mommy's boys who are responsible, providing leaders. What do you call him?
What's a mommy's boy? Because what you described is negative, but now it's like you are doing negative into positive.
I'm not. No, I'm just trying to explain to you. You know, I've been saying these things. How we don't understand how two things can be right at the same time. So I'm telling you, there is a mommy's boy somewhere who is responsible. Because in responsibility, you mean take care of your wife, you know, what did you say again? A protector. So he's manly, he's masculine. There are mommy's boys like that, that provides leadership in every way.
I think you're conflating loving and having affection and caring for your mother as equal to mommy's boy.
No, I'm not. I know what that is. You love and care for your mother, but you're not a mommy's boy. I just said
There's no mommy's boy.
I just said it.
I'm about to make an emphatic statement. There's no mommy's boy that is a responsible man. All mommy's boys are irresponsible.
Okay.
That's a fact.
I will say this because when it comes to responsible for your wife's heart, your emotional stability in the home, a mommy's boy can never have a happy wife.
So how does that make him a responsible man?
No. Happy wife. I'm saying that, but in the context of being a provider, being a protector, manly man. But that's what I just said, babe. Don't mix what
muscles.
I said.
No, see, babe,
manly man. It's not muscles. Manly man. Like,
I hear you.
He's a guy. He can still be a mommy's boy.
I've never seen those guys. I feel like you are describing an exceptional outlier. I have never seen.
There are mommy's boys that are manly. They go to the gym. They are hardworking.
You are going into.
I'm just trying to tell that. Right? Yes, manly man, babe, physically.
Babe, a real man. Hear me. A real man that I defined can never be a mommy's boy. A real man.
Define your real man again. Responsible.
A responsible protector that provides leadership. That's how I choose to define it, right?
Okay.
A real man in that sense cannot be a mommy's boy. These two cannot. This is not one of those alternatives where we say two things can coexist. No, this cannot be this. Meanwhile, a manly man, a responsible man, should, as a matter of responsibility, take care of his mother, love his mother.
Of course.
But that does not make him once you are see, babe, the term mommy's boy already shows that there's a problem and a disconnect between this man's masculinity, right, vis-a-vis his relationship with his mother.
I still know that a man can be masculine and be a mommy's boy.
That's what I'm saying. You are going to masculine. You see, when I talk about masculinity here, I'm talking about his masculinity in relation to his responsibility, right? As a man, babe, I've given you more than enough empirical evidences, right, to show that men need men. And so when I see tweets like this, babe, what jumps at me is not blame to the woman. No.
But that's what it is.
Babe, I'm talking for myself.
Okay.
Can I speak for myself?
Okay, you speak for yourself.
Can I speak freely?
Speak for yourself.
Your Honor, may I? May I, Your Honor?
Speak for yourself.
What jumps at me is responsibility back to men. For men, right, to take responsibility. Sometimes these women may not even know that is needed. So, for example, there's a single mother, right, who's raising a child. And that single mother is your sister. Step in, right? Not to insert yourself too much, but step in, because sometimes these women may not even know that it is needed for this guy's development to have a man raising, not just a presence. Because, like you said, the father can be in the house, but he's just in the house, that's all, right? I had a father, right? But my father didn't raise me. I was raised by pastors. I was raised by my like, Oge was the first person who actually took me by the hand and was showing me the ropes of what it means to be a better man, to be a man, not even just a better man. And as I began to develop myself, growing as a Christian, I became more and more in tune with, this is what a man should be like, right? I never saw those examples, right? I mean, yes, I saw things, but I never really was held by the hand and shown the ropes.
Okay.
So what I'm saying, in essence, is that the evidence show that men need men. So my clamor and my call is to men, to say, men, take up the mantle, take up responsibility, and help raise better men. And stop leaving the responsibility to women, because evidence shows, there's another stats that says 1 in 4 households are a single-parent household. And 80% of those are single mothers, right? And if that is correct, it means that it is also equal to the fact that same statistics or those same stats show that children don't do better from a single-parent household. But we have more women households, more single mothers, thank you, households, right? But these women have brothers, they have uncles, they have pastors, they have people.
They have the father of the children.
Even the father of the children too.
Show up.
Yes.
So, babe, but this is what I'm saying. From the beginning of this conversation, right, I again said I detest that there is a blame apportioned to the woman who is doing, let me finish, extremely well in raising her child, and that there is an assumption that women are not as strong mentally as men to be able to raise a child that is manly, or to even look at that child and say, I want Uncle this to influence your life. I want Uncle that to influence your life. A lot of single mothers do not need this kind of conversation of, you don't raise real men, you don't do this, you don't do that. Because what it does is puts the blame on them for taking care of their children, rather than asking, where is the man that bettered this child?
I agree with you.
Where are the men in your life?
I agree with you.
I still hold on to the fact that you have made some points that have got me thinking, But I also know, and you keep telling me not to talk about outliers, but there are many, many outliers. Women are growing, women are raising children now and know that, I know that you need a father figure in your life. If the man who impregnated you is irresponsible, or, for example, you do like sperm donors and all of that, you know that there are other men that this my child can emulate.
Yes.
A woman is not just going by herself to be a single mother. And she decides to be a single mother. She's not doing it blindly. She has sense to know that there will be men in her life that can influence her son. So that is where I draw the line in this conversation.
Okay, also a middle ground, because I feel like this conversation, even though I have shifted it just a little bit to not
I don't think you shifted.
No, not to my side. I've shifted it a little bit to consider, right, what this is saying. What it really is saying. Again, I can understand why you say that some women react in the way that this is blame to the single mothers.
It's not some women, it is the fact. It is blame to the single mothers.
Okay, so I see it as a statement of fact, right? It's a fact that's what it is. So, and once we know that that's a fact, what do we do now that this is a fact? So once you find yourself in that situation, two things, in my opinion, can happen from here. The woman, first of all, recognizing that I need a man to raise this man.
Do you understand that part of raising a man by a single mom is also knowing to have male influence in the child's life?
That's what I'm saying.
That's part of so I'm saying that when you say single mothers cannot raise men, part of raising that man is that the woman knows I need a male influence in this child's life.
The last word that completes that phrase is alone. A single mother cannot raise a man alone.
Okay.
That's all.
Is that what the tweet said?
That's why I'm completing it.
Don't complete it. Don't complete it for the person. Because our conversation today is about this tweet.
Babe, let's reach a middle ground because we will keep going. Because I know you're very passionate about it. So let's reach a middle ground.
I'm very passionate about it.
Our middle ground here, first of all, do you agree that children do better in a two-parent household than a one-parent household? Generally,
yes. Thank you for putting generally. And may I be honest, I feel coming into this conversation, I was very, very adamant as to, yes, single women can raise real men or manly men. Even though I don't like to say manly men because sometimes we just...
No, we are living in 2025. We need to be very specific as to manly men, but let's move on.
I came into this conversation knowing that, yes, single mothers can raise men, right? But you've made so many valid points, especially with your story, to make me sit back and say, how do I approach this conversation differently, but still know that these women are doing their best? And that part of raising a man is putting a male influence in his life. And a lot of single women are doing that.
That's good.
And that is where I reach my middle point.
That's good. I really appreciate that. And I don't have anything to add to that. And it was a good conversation. We'll leave it at that. Thank you very much for coming.
I hate you right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and most importantly, comment, because we would like to hear your thoughts.
They started commenting because this one is very passionate.
This is a very passionate conversation.
Yeah.
And I've been given some words to go think about. And hopefully we all can continue to have this conversation in the comments as well.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.